All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome and hello. It's okay, you can keep talking to me.
Negative 0.3 meters.
Sorry, my son's playing a game beside me. Here we go with some more Insomnia Star Wars. So I'll go back to the guy that I was leveling, my Miralaka. That's probably accurate. I don't remember what he's called. Anyway, he's got no eyes. So,
Yes.
he sees with the Force because he's epic as shit like that. So, in case gravity by Arkan Dan has, I don't know how to pronounce my name, has endured unsettling visions of the past, the present, and possibly the future. Now, at last, a team of rescuers has come, led by an old ally, Lana Benica, Benica. But the deadly servants of the Eternal Empire won't allow something or other. Who cares? Alright, here we go. So I think we're still in this.
So I actually have never seen proper gameplay of this.
Oh, this is not the vanilla The Old Republic game. This is the first expansion, the Eternal Empire.
Okay.
And so I just boosted this character. He's a Jedi Shadow, and I was working with Darth Mar.
Okay.
The sort of the Republic and the Empire kind of came together
To fight off these guys.
to fight off the Zakul Alliance, and
Damn, they're working together. That must be one hell of a threat.
yeah, they ripped our shit. And I was put in carbonite for like 5 years. So I've recently been rescued.
By Lana Benico.
Right, and crap has gone crazy. Everything's different and changed.
The Eternal Empire is all powerful now and
Yep.
stuff, and you gotta tear them down.
Yeah, Emperor Valkyrian.
So how different is fighting?
Same. Samesies.
So it's kind of like other MMOs, like World of Warcraft or
Yeah,
Metro,
pretty much.
You select an enemy, start clicking skills until it dies.
One of the great things they added to the game,
I've got you.
I guess for ease of gameplay's sake,
Is the companion?
is, they changed how the companions worked. So if I click on...
Serve as well.
Hang on.
Right, yeah, if I remember correctly, you can set companions to do one of three things, right?
Yeah, you can set what your companion does. So she's melee right now. No, wait. There's I don't remember how to do it, but you can set them to heal, damage, or tank.
Okay.
And every companion has those three options. Whereas before, it was like, say, you were with Darth Scourge.
He would be
He was a damage, possibly tank guy, I don't remember. But,
He was one spec.
right, or if you had Doc with you, Doc was a healer. So he would heal you.
Instead, what they did was overhauled the companions so that anyone can be anything.
Yeah, so you basically choose which companion you want, and it really doesn't make a difference which one you use.
So it's kind of like playing a druid, and wow, you get to choose whether you want to tank, damage, or heal.
Right, and then you alter your companion accordingly. I always just go with a heal companion
It seems like an easy way
because
out.
it just, kind of easy modes things.
Makes it a lot easier when you're constantly receiving heals.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people complain about it. They nerfed it, they made it stupid easy. It happens with every MMO.
Yep.
But,
Every MMO gets baby moded eventually.
oh, alright then.
Because, yeah.
What kind of prison is this?
Like back in 2004, MMOs were a lot more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Possessions?
Yes.
They were a lot less forgiving, and then as time went on, younger and younger people got interested in them, and they needed to make it more accessible.
Well, and then, of course, you have to remember they adopted the freemium system.
Yeah.
Which definitely opened up MMOs to a much wider audience.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I remember hearing the complaints back in the day. It was like, well, if I bought the game, why should I have to keep paying to play the game? And a lot of people were upset about that. Personally, I never had a problem.
And it's like you keep
With
paying the game because you keep
subscription-based?
paying the company to keep producing expansions.
Right. They like the company keeps putting out new material, and obviously they need money to do that. So
It makes a lot of sense, actually.
it really, really, really kind of does. But yeah, and the other thing too is I've always been a fan of.
Ooh, yellow. Is that yellow or
These-
green?
Well, I had a green one,
This one's a yellow one.
but then I got an upgrade one, and
Lana's red?
yes, Lana's a Sith.
Oh. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That would explain the black clothing.
So actually, what I can do, if I can remember how to do it. Let's see. So here's my old lightsaber. No, don't switch it. You go away. No. Shit. Oh, modify control plus right click. So I can take the color crystal
Oh, yeah, the kyber crystals.
out of my old lightsaber,
And use it to
and
upgrade the new
then
one.
I can put it in my new one, theoretically. There we go.
And it gives it plus 41 power.
Awesome.
So now it's just better.
Yeah, that was just
Yeah.
all around better.
Looks
And
better, does better.
once again, green.
Perfect.
It's a great game. It really is. Let's see. Oh, here we go. See, I've always been a big fan of the story of a game
I've got-
as
Oh, yeah, she has
opposed
yellow
to
eyes.
difficulty. Pardon?
Oh, yeah, she has yellow eyes.
Yeah, she's a Sith. I'm a little fucked up because
Carbonite, 5
Carbonite
years, that
freezing.
kinda hurts. Got the door, have
Where's
you?
that droid?
Generating false security alerts in other sectors. Capable little
you know who voices my guy?
Yes, I read
No.
you.
Here, take
An updated time
take the headset for a second.
Why? Is there a problem?
Okay.
No problem. But we are starting to feel a bit exposed out here.
That's
Did you
cool.
find the Outlander yet?
Yes, I patched him in.
Great. I'm Cop Cortana. Welcome to the most suicidal rescue mission in history. Hope you're everything Lana said you were.
Be patient, Koth. We're on our way. Koth will fly us out of here. Just as soon as we're through this door.
I've seen her before.
No.
I know that voice.
Yeah, you do.
Who's this lady?
Oh, this is Emperor Valkyrian's crazy ass daughter.
Oh, okay.
Justice Valen, the intruders have released the Outlander. Sky troopers are scouring the building,
But, go on, don't be shy.
there are alarms sounding in multiple sectors. We can't seem to pin them down.
Well, don't you worry.
I know that voice, I just can't place it.
Well, I could give you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sully.
Huh.
Yeah, Nolan North does the
Everybody makes
consular.
mistakes.
Steve Bloom does one.
We're not ready. Not
Kira
ready.
Carson is Laura Bailey.
I can feel her searching for me.
Her strength in the Force is astounding. even
Emperor
for a family.
Valkyrian, is that his name? It's Darren DePaul,
Oh,
the guy that does Reinhardt from Overwatch, and
never played Overwatch, but I do know the name.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff. He's an amazing voice actor.
Let's get you out of here. Hurry.
I'm a big fan of Critical Role, and pretty much everybody from Critical Role is in this game somewhere.
Sky Troopers. Valen's
Pretty much
far
everybody
from
from
alone.
Critical Role is in pretty much every game.
Like, for example, whenever it comes to Star Wars, you're bound to find Liam O'Brien somewhere. He's in Rebels, he's in...
Dude
I mean-
loves Star Wars.
Yeah, big Star Wars guy.
So, if I remember
Excuse me.
correctly, this takes place about 4,000 years before the events of the prequels.
I think so. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Oh, boy. I had a sip and it went down the wrong way. Or so they say, even though there is technically only one way.
I mean, the actual scientific explanation is you breathed in while trying to swallow.
I always hate it when people say, oh, I went down the wrong tube. There's
Physically
only
can't.
one tube.
Well, I mean, technically there are offshoot tubes that lead to your lungs, but if it actually ended up in your lungs, you'd be in a lot more trouble.
Oh, yeah, and there's, like, valves that...
Yeah, they open and close, and that's why if you try to breathe while you take a sip, you choke.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff going out and stuff coming in at the same time.
It's also why you can't pee with a full-blown erection.
That was an interesting addition, but yes, scientifically.
It's just a medical fun fact. That takes my power down. That's just better all around.
Yeah, might as well just put that on.
Again, that takes my power down. I'm not a fan of that.
Power is hit things harder, right?
Take a breath.
Power is force power,
Oh,
and I'm a consular, so my force abilities are
a lot more
more
powerful
important
than
than
hitting
my
things with a lightsaber.
stabby abilities. Whereas if you're a Jedi Knight, for example, either a Sentinel or a Guardian, well, in Guardian you want endurance.
Because Guardians of the tanks,
Yeah,
right?
with a Sentinel you want, I think it's a
Might
Master
or whatever it's called.
Yeah, something like
The
that.
equivalent.
So you hit stuff real good.
Starting to really bustle out here.
Cop, Valen's arrived.
Ready? Okay, let me know the second you hit the lift.
Yeah, so these Sky Troopers, for the record, are not actual people. They are
robots?
droids, yeah.
I'd be fooled.
That's why you see their body parts scattered all over the place. I don't think this game has a high enough rating for those
Yeah,
to be...
to accurately show what a lightsaber would actually do to a person.
Now he's dedicated his life to ending our
Now, there are two different definitions of what a lightsaber would actually do to a person. The universe definition and Kyle Hill's definition.
Yeah,
They are very wildly different.
a show that I used to love to watch was called Because Science,
Yeah.
and it starred a guy named Kyle Hill who has a background in science, and he was a journalist for scientific.
Covers a whole bunch of nerdy
Stuff,
stuff.
and
We're
yeah.
not sponsored, by the way.
No, not sponsored, but I'd love to meet him if he ever wants to watch my stream. He did a whole thing on lightsabers.
And how they're actually
And-
horrible, terrifying weapons of destruction.
He was focusing primarily on Obi-Wan's comment when he shot Grievous with a blaster and said, "So uncivilized." And he looked at the damage a lightsaber would actually do, assuming
Keep at it.
you could light it, because basically with the heat output of a lightsaber, the minute you lit it up, you would be liquefied. But if you managed to survive lighting it and you hit somebody with it, the moment of contact, they would become like, imagine putting a bag of ragu through a jet engine I mean, that's
It would not go well.
it's essentially what would happen. You would flash boil and
What's
explode.
happening?
Nothing I can't handle, but we need to move the pickup.
We don't have time for this.
Well, if I land now, I'll be shot to pieces. So just think of it as a personal favor to me, huh? Duck through another tower and I'll find you.
Watch your back out there.
My number one pastime these days. Always love our little excursions, Lana. Back with you shortly.
So where did you recruit our getaway pilot?
He's a native of Zakul, believe it or not. Emperor Arkan wields great power now, but not all of his people support him
Arcan.
blindly.
Emperor Arcan.
Well, Arkan, or Arcan, as you say, is Valkyrian's son.
Oh, so it's kind of like a joint emperor.
No, it is not a joint emperor situation.
Why do you call him Emperor Arcan?
Because I put my lightsaber through Valkyrian's back.
Oh, so he is the emperor now.
We have to keep moving.
Something tells me Zarkarian isn't dead, though.
You played some of this, right? Like the vanilla.
What?
If I did, very little.
Oh,
Good
okay.
to see you.
I have a million
I do
questions
remember
right
playing it. Yes,
I
I
know.
do remember playing it, but I don't remember doing very much.
The answers will have to wait.
So Valkyrian, I can't remember if it's Valkyrian or Valkyrian.
Either way, big bad emperor dude.
Yeah, he was basically the Sith Emperor from the first original version of the game. Was essentially like his puppet avatar.
Huh.
He's super all powerful.
Got his fingers in all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
evil goings on.
Yeah, he bad news. And while the Empire and the Republic were busy duking it out, the Zakulan Empire was building, and then it kind of came to head on a planet called Zeost, or Ziost, where Valkyrian
Should we do something?
basically murdered the entire planet and absorbed their life essence to feed his power.
That's kind of hardcore.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Terrible news, but straight up hardcore.
Which it's like, it makes me think that when I yanked him in the back and he died, I mean,
That doesn't exactly seem like the kind of thing that would just kill him.
yeah, no, he must have been expecting that, and now he appears to me he's in my head.
He's not dead.
No, he's
almost
in my head,
definitely not dead.
and he appears to me in visions, and he's basically trying to recruit me.
Should feel better now.
Although biologically, due to I don't remember what the term's called. His son is now the emperor.
Progeniture.
Progeniture. Thank you.
Yes, his son seized the throne.
Even though his dad is technically probably not dead.
It's kind of a Lion King type situation where
Simba.
his dad was Valkyrian was an incredibly powerful Force user. He was neither Sith or Jedi.
He was just
But-
kind of like, screw both of y'all. I'm gonna try and take you both down.
He led Zakul to an era of prosperity and,
At the
You know-
expense of other people, of course.
well, no, not really. He was actually a pretty decent leader. And, like, Koth, our pilot, was kind of pissed that we killed him a little bit. Because when Arkan took over,
Bad.
he
juju.
just wants power and...
He's your stereotypical bad emperor guy.
Yeah, he's Scar. He has ruined everything, sapped the people of Zakul.
So, but
For
like, what else
resources.
were you gonna do? I mean, this dude murdered an entire planet and consumed their life force. It's not exactly the kind of thing the Jedi are just gonna let happen.
No, and while he had me in custody, he murdered Darth Maul right in front of me, who was the guy that I was sent there to meet him with.
I've got you.
So it's like, alright, buddy, time to die.
So at this point, the Jedi Order is basically non-existent.
Sure, that's never gonna happen again.
They've been smashed to pieces. The Sith, there's remnants around, but once
We
again,
have to get across that bridge.
they've
Not a
been
coherent power right now.
beaten into submission.
What is that?
It's an ATST kind of looking thing.
So basically, the vibe I'm getting from this right now is sort of Empire versus the Rebels right now. Except in this case, it's remnants of the Jedi and the Sith versus Zakul.
Yeah, it's the old galaxy versus these weird new intruders that we didn't even know existed.
Well, they just calmly and patiently wait to shoot you until you attack them. I like the HUD for this game. It's nice and clean.
Yeah.
There's lots of open space.
And it's very, very, very
Minimal.
editable.
Editable. You can move things around.
Oh yeah, so easy.
That's what I don't like about WoW. You can't move most of your HUD around.
Yeah.
That's.
So I'll show you in a second. There's T7.
Yep, T701.
Not the way I would have picked.
This bitch is crazy.
Is that a star?
I believe so.
An entire whole ass star?
And she's breaking the containment.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Because she's a freaking psycho.
What's happening?
It's Valen. She'll bring the whole city crashing down on you if she has to.
Lana, are my scanners glitched? Did you just charge headfirst into a Sky Trooper droid factory?
Oh shit.
Valen's almost on us. We're out of options.
This is Altair 3 all over again.
We can handle a few
Altair
droids.
3 all
Come
over
on.
again. You can handle a few droids. Somehow I doubt it's gonna be just a few droids.
Yeah, check this out. So you go escape, interface editor,
And
boom,
you can move everything everywhere.
and you have total control.
Reminds me a lot of Star Trek Online. And how they have the editable HUD there too.
Yeah.
And you can even change the GUI scale if you have trouble seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's taking up too much of your screen.
I'm gonna pop outside real quick. Why don't you play a little bit?
Okay. I have no idea how to play this character, so this ought to be fun. Whoa. Alright, we're good. Stuck on your foot a little bit there. There you go. Okay, so I'm here now. There are droids. Alright. Die.
Yeah, this will help.
It's dying. Yeah, it died. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I am just drawing upon my knowledge of other MMOs. Of if the skill is glowing, probably click it. It seems to be a pretty common theme in MMOs. It's usually like a chain combo system. Like, mostly I'm drawing upon all the time I've spent playing WoW. So this door is locked, so there's probably some more droids or something around here. Oh yeah, Lana's still fighting something. Okay. Has the door
Cough, what's your status?
unlocked?
Those on my tail still, but I've got tricks they haven't seen yet.
Cough. Cough.
That one they've seen before. Gotta go. by your back.
Okay. Well, those doors are locked, and there's droids this way. So they need to die. So, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure this game takes place, like, 4,000 years before the movies do. And... oh, more droids. I think. Yep, more droids. They seem kind of like
Should feel better now.
ancient versions of stormtroopers, which I think is kind of the feel you're supposed to get from them. A bunch of scientists and a gonk medical droid. Oh, he sells like... oh, cool. Sell junk. Alright, so... mostly just wandered around, murdered some droids.
One of the things I'd like to show you, this is my favorite feature of this damn game. Oh, I should turn on my heroic and my force valor. So there are 8 classes for both Republic and Empire.
Yes.
And when you hit level 50 in a class, you complete their story. They each have a different individual story.
Okay, so that's 16 different stories.
16 different storylines.
For vanilla alone.
Of which I've completed all of them. But... where is it? Oh, maybe it doesn't proc until... oh, I think it procs up here somewhere. Anyway, eventually I'll get a skill that comes up that I can press, and each one of the storylines that you complete comes with its own special skill.
So the more storylines you complete, the more skills you can channel from your other characters.
Right. So even on this Jedi, I can still use like orbital strike.
Or a Sith skill for a Sith story you completed.
Well, no. For Republic, you get the Republic ones.
Oh, and for this and Empire, you get Sith.
But if I'm in my oh shit, it's been a while. I don't remember the name of the class, but the guy that's like armored up with a big gun.
Yeah, the trooper.
The trooper, essentially. When I'm in him, I can use an AoE force blast.
It's just kind of like a legacy thing.
It is absolutely a legacy thing. And down here, you've got your legacy tracker.
Yep.
I'm at level 49.
So what does that do? Does that just increase the power and potency of the skills?
It gives you stuff as you...
So next level is 50, so if I know my knowledge of the way companies treat leveling, you should get something special at 50.
There is... gosh. It has been a long time. I wish I remembered how to activate all this crap. Oh, okay, legacy is Y. So when you go to your legacy, you can actually, in one of these menus, I started my family tree. What?
Over there.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you can decide how all of your characters are related. So this guy could be the son of that guy. Right? These are all my Republic
And you have
guys.
one slot left.
And then Imperial. These are all the... so there's Agent, Inquisitor, Warrior, Bounty Hunter.
Okay, so there's 2 gun, no force classes, and 2 force classes per side.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is that they're very balanced. So I
you're a
mean,
Mira Luca?
No, this is that's Moralen. Oh yeah, sorry, no, yeah, you're right, Mira Luca. That's what I am.
Don't got no eyes.
Yeah, they see with the Force. Jedi Consular, Jedi Knight, Trooper, Smuggler. But those, every class is broken down into 2 different subclasses. So, a Jedi Consular can be a Jedi Sage or a Jedi Shadow. A Jedi Knight can be a Sentinel or a Guardian. Gunslinger is one for Smuggler. I can't remember the other one. And I don't remember.
I think Imperial
Trooper
Agent
one.
is like Sniper and
Yeah, so
Infiltrator or something like that.
it's pretty cool. I like how they have it all set up.
So it's kind of like the dual side system that WoW has, but different in that you have a lot more options.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't find it like overwhelming. Like I do with some MMOs where there's just so much.
Like Star Trek Online, for example. There's so many windows to get lost in.
Yeah, and there is also ship combat in this game, which they have gone to great pains to make it not suck.
Because it sucked?
Oh, it did. At the beginning, it was a rail shooter,
Oh, really? Ew.
and it was pretty terrible.
It's almost worse than Edge of the Empire.
So the way I kind of saw it back then was, if I wanted awesome space combat, I'd play Star Trek Online.
Because the space combat in that game is...
Phenomenal space combat.
But the ground combat...
Mediocre ground combat,
it's,
right?
it's not great, but it's not terrible.
Right, so...
Anyway, this game...
This game is just phenomenal ground combat. Hang on a second.
What's up? Ah, there we go.
There. So hopefully now
Hello! Yeah, they can definitely hear me.
folks at home can hear you better. I still get the sound through my headset, but yeah, so great ground combat. It had shitty. I haven't tried.
But the last time you did do it, it was bad.
They also have housing in this game.
Kind of like Lotro.
Yeah.
I've got you.
I can't show you that right now because
In an instance.
But if I press U, see I can travel to my apartment on Coruscant.
Oh, you're under attack.
That's fine. Let's go with this. Yeah, that Coruscant is the first and initial and cheapest apartment you can get.
But there are other houses that you can get that are
you
more
can go to, like,
expensive and better.
Tatooine and
Why would you ever want to live on Tatooine?
there's different options. They just cost a lot more.
But Coruscant's where the Jedi Temple is, right? So
Actually, no.
no,
Not in this game.
that's where it is later. But
That's where it is later, yeah. In this game, it's on Tython.
back when the Jedi were, actually more of a religion and less of a political force.
Right, and it's fun if any of you have watched season 2 of The Mandalorian. I'm not going to give spoilers, but they do go to Tython in the ship. Because it is the ancient home of the Jedi. Just like Korriban?
Reactor instability detected.
It's the ancient home of the Sith.
Emergency evacuation is in effect. Catastrophic reactor failure imminent.
I don't like the sound of catastrophic reaction.
Korriban.
Achieve minimum
Known in antiquity as Korriban. go there in the Clone Wars. For one episode when Yoda has to fight his internal demons or something like that.
Some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, some of the episodes of the Clone Wars were a bit miss compared to some of the others.
So
that looks threatening.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, James. I would love to stream this with you at some point if you're interested in playing it. It's definitely up there on my favorite MMOs. Obviously, my one true love is Lord of the Rings Online.
Yeah. Personally, I'm a WoW person.
Lord of the Rings Online was my first MMO that I really got into, and it will forever be my favorite. But
so, Korriban is a world of mountains and red sands, and it was abandoned after widespread devastation during numerous wars. Located on the surface was the Valley of the Dark Lords, essentially the Valley of Kings, a wasteland filled with the tombs of ancient Sith Lords such as Darth Bane, among others.
been there.
It once had a fertile habitat, much like Exegol, Ziost, and Asog. So basically, it was destroyed by countless sieges during countless wars, and it essentially literally scorched the earth of the planet.
Reactor instability detected. Emergency
Yeah, it got messed
evacuation
up.
is in effect.
So it went from actually being a habitable planet to essentially just being a death
It's
world.
going to rupture. Sound the evacuation. Get everybody out. 10 blocks in every direction.
10 blocks?
Hmm?
You said evacuate everybody in 10 blocks in every direction.
Catastrophic reactor
Isn't that a sun?
That is about to become a black hole. You have a lot bigger problems on your hands.
Let's go.
Don't you dare!
If that thing blows,
So
it's
yes,
gonna be a whole lot
Yoda
of
went
people.
to
You can still shut it down.
Moraband /
Not the sun will
Korriban.
go dark, but the countless thousands who live and work here will have a chance.
Do you see? This is how far they'll
It was
go to
part of
stop
his
you.
journey to discover
We need
the
to get you
secrets of
off-world
internal
now.
consciousness? Or something like that.
I won't save my own skin at the cost of others.
He encountered a number of Sith spirits, including Darth
You
Bane
better know
himself.
what you're doing.
That's my secret power, Lana. I never know what I'm doing. I just do it.
And I run
We're
really
going
stupid.
to die.
Go wait for Koth.
I'm not leaving you.
But stop whining.
Is Lana whining at you?
Yeah, she's like, this is stupid. And I'm like, then go wait for Koth. And she's like, I'm not leaving you. Well, then shut the fuck up and help
We must leave.
Apparently, sometime after the end of the Galactic Civil War, Luke Skywalker traveled to Moraband to investigate about the Force. Of course, I don't know if that's decanonized now.
Well, it's all decanonized because Disney sucks balls.
Yeah, and they
Relax.
replaced the
It's going
Star
to be
Wars
fine.
canon with their own far inferior version.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
See, like I said before, I love story.
Oh, it's actually quite near Yavin
Weird.
Relaxing didn't work so well. Now what do you propose to
and
do?
Felucia.
I love story, and I think Disney just shit on the whole franchise.
Yeah, there was so much stuff that was essentially thrown out the window so JJ could take a squatting dump on the franchise.
Catastrophic reactor failure imminent.
Yeah, I don't want to get.
That's my personal opinion, anyway. There are probably many people who actually like those movies, and I have nothing against them personally. I don't
And
like them.
I'm unashamed to admit that I am a huge fan of the prequel movies.
No, the prequel movies are great,
I
except
thought
for
they were
one.
great.
But
No, I liked 1 too.
2 and 3 are great. Personally, I don't like 1 all that much, but I know there are people that do like it.
Well, 1 was kind of like Fellowship of the Ring, right? It's sort of.
Yeah, but the difference is Fellowship is a good movie.
Well, it was getting into it, introducing everything, setting up the story. So there wasn't much room for a lot of high-end action, but there was still
That
decent
wasn't
action.
That wasn't my problem with one.
I know what your problem is.
Yeah.
You hate Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar is
This is
annoying.
pure
It makes me
insanity.
want to stop watching it.
I like Jar Jar. He's my kind of dude.
I like Jar Jar when he's not talking. Anyway,
I just thought with the news trilogy, it was like
it was just subpar.
there was so many questions without answers. The continuity was horrible.
In the words of one certain YouTube channel, nobody knows and you're stupid for asking.
Yeah.
Or no, it was who cares and you're stupid for asking or something like that.
Yeah, they were talking about
Snoke.
Who Snoke was.
He's
It's
dead.
like, he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. And you're stupid for asking.
Yeah. JJ loves creating questions.
It isn't working.
He
He's
just
not
doesn't.
so good with the answer.
He just doesn't know how to provide answers.
Creating mystery is great and all.
But you gotta resolve it, or it's just unsatisfying.
Excuse me.
From a certain point of view, The Empire Strikes Back audiobook.
I'm an asshole. From a mainstream point of view.
I've got you.
Oh, there's actually a compilation you can watch on YouTube of every time Obi-Wan lies to someone's face.
You knew my father? Yeah, I chopped off all his limbs and left him to die in a lava pit.
He could have at least just coup de grace him.
Right.
That would have just been common courtesy.
Not to mention it would have saved the galaxy a fucking headache in the future.
Or if he'd just been not so much of a dick to him in the first place. That goes for the entire Jedi Council. Like, I get it. You saw bad things in him, so stop allowing those bad things to take root.
My favorite line, though, from Obi-Wan. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Wait, what?
And it was at that moment that English teachers cried around the world.
You just gave him an absolute, dude.
Catastrophic reactor failure imminent.
Enough. I'm taking you with me, whether you
Sometimes
like
I
it or
think
not.
George Lucas may have just been a little bit tired writing those scripts.
Reactor
Or it
shutdown
was just a
sequence
common,
initiated.
or it was just a straight up a mistake
Grid integrity at risk.
that he didn't check.
Yeah, but George Lucas's approach to Star Wars it was all about having like a science fantasy, high-paced. You know, there's action. I mean, the ethics involved in the movies are almost infantile.
Yeah,
Right? It's black and white. It's good and bad.
Which is why a lot of people like Empire so much, because the good guys
but
don't
there's
win.
nuance, right?
Yeah.
Damn your stubbornness.
That's the brilliance of Star
Gambled with
Wars.
the fate of the entire
The
galaxy.
prequels, they tried to
I
do
took a
something different,
calculated
and
risk.
everyone shit on
It
them
paid
for
off.
it.
You engaged in an unsuccessful attempt.
Disregarding my personal feelings
I
about
never
Phantom
said you had to
Menace,
stay.
I think 2 and 3 are legitimately great movies.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to shit on 2, and I don't know why.
Primary grid shutdown.
Sure, the
protocol.
dialogue was clunky. Sure, Anakin's cringy. He's a teenager.
He's supposed to be.
He's supposed to be cringy and awkward.
Yeah, that's what teenagers are.
Look at me, for example. I've said my fair share of stupid things. I've done my fair share of stupid things.
What's the number one most mocked line from Anakin in Episode 2?
I don't like sand.
I don't like sand either.
Neither do I.
I'm with them on that.
It's annoying. It's coarse. It's rough.
It gets everywhere.
It does get everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like walking on the beach.
Walking on the beach is cool and all, so long as the sand doesn't get where it's not supposed to be.
Which it inevitably does.
Between the cracks of my toes is annoying but bearable. Anywhere else is no.
I'm okay walking barefoot if I know that
There are no rocks or any...
further up the beach there's like one of those hose things where you can wash your feet off before Like with shoes back on.
And I like standing in the water on like lakes and oceans.
Yeah.
Where and the sand is wet there, so it does stick to your feet. But I like having the water on my feet, right?
Yeah, remember that time at Rice Lake? We woke up like super early
And went fishing.
and went out and caught like how many?
I caught 21 sunfish that summer.
I've got you.
We caught so many and put them in a Budweiser cooler bag.
2 bony to eat.
2 really kind of too big for bait.
Too big for bait, 2 bony to eat, so we just threw them back.
But it was fun.
You almost caught a rock bass, and then Jack caught presumably the same bass.
Yeah.
Later that summer. That was interesting. We named him Basil. We took him home and then we ate him.
We ate his ass. Well, I didn't.
You didn't because you didn't want to.
Like fish. But I cooked it.
Little bastard was bony.
Yeah.
And the bones were clear.
Yeah, that's pretty popular fish bones. There's ways to debone them.
That reminds me of that joke infomercial. It wasn't even a joke. No, it was a real one.
Product.
The Wonder Boner. I was thinking about its joke companion, the Master Baiter. But that was a completely other fan-made thing that was hilarious in its own right. But
you know, funny name aside, the Wonder Boner actually looks like a pretty good product.
It does look like a useful product. Of course, it's probably like a slap chop situation where it looks good, and then you buy it, and it's not good.
I was so disappointed in my slap chop. First time I tried to use it,
it broke.
My friend and I tried to make egg salad, and well, we made egg salad, but
not with the slap chop.
We wanted to add like diced dill pickle, and so these were baby dills. They weren't even like a big ass pickle. And we tried to slap chop a baby dill, and it got so gummed up that it was like chop, half chop, jam. It was like, what is this?
And then you see Vince doing it in the commercial. He's just like,
no,
and it cuts flawlessly.
No, that's not how it works. It does not work.
I think maybe your slap chop was just a dud model.
Either that or they use some camera trickery to make it look like it works.
Because the concept is novel.
And it's by far not the first.
I love the concept of the slap chop.
Yeah.
The actual slap chop is rather crappy.
At the restaurant that my mom owned, or your grandma.
Yep. Grandma.
We had several items like a slap chop that were
way better in quality,
industrial use,
and actually worked.
Maybe I never bothered with them.
I remember that restaurant. I miss that restaurant.
When it came to dicing or mincing, I just used a knife.
Yeah, it's easier.
Be back in 2 seconds. I need to just get a quick refill.
Like,
use a sharp.
There's a bit more of a chance of accidentally dicing up your fingers, but if you're careful, that shouldn't happen. Like, if you're not being stupid with a knife, you shouldn't cut up your fingers. I cut my hand on a knife once. It was not pleasant. It was a sharp one, too. Which actually means it did less damage. Well, yeah. The dull ones hurt more because they rip as opposed to slice. Why a spoon, cousin?
I remember I was making fries once for a customer in the deep fryer, and I was chopping something at the same time, and I got distracted.
Oh no!
And I hit my thumb, The only thing that stopped the blade was the bone in my thumb.
Oh, that is not great to imagine.
Because it was a very sharp chef's knife.
Kind of chunk. Would have chopped off your thumb. You'd hit the joint.
And then my mom, who was working out front, I just kind of popped out of the door and I was like, "Hey, Mom, can you come and help me for like a quick second? I need you to pull the fries out of the deep fryer." She comes back. She's like, "Why? Why can't you?" She looks at my hand and I've got blood
Literally leaking down your
running
arm.
down my arm.
Oh.
But yeah, but I don't want to get blood in the fries. That's not something we offer here.
Yeah.
But, here, pro cooking tip.
Mm-hmm.
Do not try to mince garlic. Like actual garlic cloves.
Mm-hmm.
When you pull them apart. And
Yeah, you have to mash them first, right?
Yeah, you have to put the flat of the knife on them and pound it. And then you can chop it.
Otherwise, it's just going to get stuck and not...
Well, because there's a thick rind, if you try to do it without mashing it, it cuts uneven and they bounce all over the place.
And it might slide and hit you.
Right, so always, folks at home, always smash your garlic. Plus it brings out the flavors and the oils.
The thing about garlic is it's very finicky. Too little and you don't taste it at all. Too much and it's all you taste.
Garlic is amazing.
But if you put just the right amount of garlic in a dish, it tastes so much better.
Yeah.
So it seems that crazy lady knocked out the entire power grid.
Not as well as a massive explosion would have, but it will do. Koth, where are you?
Ran into sort of a maintenance issue.
Yeah.
How bad is it?
It's not great, but we're on top of it.
That definitely counts on top of it, I would say.
Yeah, dude, there's nerds all left. Of
Give us
shit.
3 minutes. Hang tight.
Hope you're not scared of the dark.
You do what you have to. We'll be waiting.
Let's find a place to lie low.
Not an option.
Hey, what's up? My name's Tom.
3 minutes. Okay.
I like long walks to the beach and
Pokemon.
peanut butter sandwiches.
I'm with you on that, Tom.
I've got you.
What, peanut butter sandwiches?
I love peanut butter
Oh,
sandwiches.
peanut butter sandwiches are so good.
Never got into peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly's pretty good.
I just never.
And I know you don't like it, but crunchy peanut butter is also
No,
pretty good.
crunchy peanut butter is wrong. A crime against humanity.
Disregarding that.
So much for the cover of darkness.
You know what's really good
Valen's
though?
nothing
What
if
is
not
really good?
persistent.
Toast. You can use either regular plain old butter or peanut butter with banana slices.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
It's really good.
You know what's also good? Honey on toast.
Yes. Just very sticky.
Yeah. Well, so is peanut butter, but less so. You know what I realized is happening right now?
But
We're literally just doing a podcast with gameplay.
talking about food. You gotta keep the troops entertained. Right?
Fun fact about food and soldiers. There are certain MREs that soldiers have, like, the MREs that soldiers have voted the best still don't really look that appetizing.
Well,
Because, I mean, it's like the quote-unquote best MRE in the United States is like a mozzarella pizza slice. But it looks gross.
well, look through with eyes that have been stuck in like Kandahar for 3 months.
I mean, fair enough.
Suddenly it looks pretty damn good.
The worst voted MRE is the scrambled eggs. This stuff looks so disgusting. However, it does come with a peach cobbler. Which actually does sound pretty good.
I should look up hospital menus, to be honest. People, like, hate hospital food. But when I was in the hospital...
Is that
like, look at
fire?
this.
Almost there. 3 more minutes.
Tell me that looks appetizing.
Oh, God. What is
Right?
that?
That is the finished product.
Oh, boy.
God, we don't have 3 more minutes.
It is gross. It's item number 25.
Assassinating the immortal emperor. And of evading
Absolutely
imprisonment.
disgusting.
We demand your immediate
Those are people, right?
Knights of the Crew.
Yeah, those are actually
A policing
people,
body
like
under
Sky
Vagrant's
Troopers or
charge.
droids.
Force sensitives.
Yeah, they're force sensitives.
Like, I would not eat that
Your
even
emperor
if I
killed
were
millions.
starving.
He got what he deserved.
Valkyrian
maybe.
made Jakku great. Now he's gone.
I may not eat the peach cobbler.
Surrender now.
This confrontation isn't what you want. You'd rather go home.
He must be joking. Take them by force.
Yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
What?
I tried to force persuade them.
Oh.
Oh, these dumbasses!
Press the attack!
They're like Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy.
They just kind of are.
Yeah, and I just keep kicking their ass.
Or like, Reno and Rude.
Yeah. Or sorry, not Biggs and Wedge. The other two.
No, it is Pigs and Wedge.
Yeah. No, you're right. Biggs and Wedge.
Their first appearance was in Final Fantasy VI, fun fact. That was the SNES one. The one everyone says is about as good as 7.
Stand down and face justice.
I'll have to play it and judge for myself, but I doubt it.
When I played it, it is pretty good. That's what the pizza one looks like. Actually looks appetizing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I could eat that.
Basically looks like oven pizza.
It's a bit brownish. More so than a normal pizza.
Your crimes will not go unpunished.
This guy's face says it all. Anyway.
Cannon, run! We'll fight another day.
I mean, at the same time, you have to understand that.
You knights, you're never taught to properly channel your anger.
Calm down, Lana.
Turn him loose.
So he can come after us again.
Yeah.
Not what I'd call a sound strategy.
We're going to be fighting against
True
the new
enough.
Emperor. He'll tell them we're monsters. I want to show them something different.
We can worry about public relations after you're safely away from here.
What? Yours or hers?
Hers.
Yeah. Also, metal
Oh boy.
Valen,
that gets used
I don't know
in the destruction
you.
of these cities. Where do they keep
Let's
getting it
see.
from?
I've seen
I'll hold her off as long as I can. The first chance you get, go.
I've been hunted long enough. I'm not going anywhere.
You're impossible.
you. No. I won't need that.
That's terrifying.
Heads down, eyes open, run
What's up,
like
Koth? Oh, wow. Good lord,
Come on.
those are big bolts of energy. Those are big cannons.
Ow.
Whoa!
What did you expect?
see your robe just like freaking the hell out.
Can't fly.
Hang on! I'm gonna punch it!
I'm gonna punch it!
Look, Chewie.
Got a little engine trouble.
This dude's giving out some real smuggler
Okay,
energy.
unlock.
It's good to finally get out of there.
I love that dialogue option.
Hold on to your gratitude.
There's always the quote-unquote asshole option in all MMOs.
Guns locked on.
Get us out of here.
That's a cool
Trying
cannon.
to. Come on,
Not
come
very
on.
good for your health, though.
No. Yeah, T7.
Wait, you left him.
Thank you, T7. We owe you one.
No.
Yeah, really.
We'll get it back.
Lemon. No one has thanked
No one has thanked me. You look familiar, kind of.
I appreciate the save.
humility. It was nothing.
HK-55 is freaking psycho.
Greetings. I'm HK-55, fully armed for combat and at your command.
Good to know.
He looks pretty cool.
He's a reprogrammed assassin droid.
Oh. Cool.
Did you hear what he said when he saved me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, when I jumped to the ship and almost fell off, he grabbed me.
I told you we'd succeed.
And he's like, comment,
Left out the part where I
meat
lose my
bags
shit.
can't fly.
Lana, I don't know if you've heard yet, but the Emperor, he killed Darth Mar.
Yes. His absence has been felt by many.
For quite some time, right? It's going to be a short trip. I want to start briefing your friend here on what's been going on the last 5 years. HK, make yourself useful. Check the stabilizers.
5 years.
So now, at least you didn't get Fallout 4. It's only 5 years.
Are you awaiting instruction?
No, man, I don't... The Outlander.
No. He's gone.
That's Arkin.
What's her face?
What it takes.
Like the 3 dots.
Want him found.
Is that like decoration or is that like
No, his face
racial
is all
thing?
fucked up.
No, her face.
Oh, her face, yeah.
Is that just like an accessory or is that like a racial thing or?
I'm not sure. He used to have a
This will
twin.
help.
Arkin?
Yeah.
Probably killed him.
Probably gonna leave it here.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. You made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I'd like to show you the
A housing system and something like that.
the cinematics that lead up to this whole.
Get those fires out!
That's a big.
Take
Oh
any
my god.
extinguishers to restore the ship.
Blast!
We going back.
Outlander! You're up. See what you can do with this thing.
Oh, are you even a pilot?
Like Anakin said in episode 3, I believe, really, piloting this ship is no longer an issue.
Not to worry. We're still flying half a ship.
That's 2 more ships.
Or Obi-Wan slightly later in the
Didn't
movie.
even own this
Another
one.
happy
Really
ending.
shouldn't count.
It was mine when it crashed. It counts.
Do we know anything about this one?
Not much to it. Barely populated. Some old ruins scattered around. The usual grumpy wildlife you'd expect. People call it the Endless Swamp.
Endless.
It's an old name. People were more dramatic back then.
Anything on your sensors?
Confirmation. I've detected a large
Yeah, there's
far
nothing
behind
left
us. We
of the
need to
ship
hide the
to
evidence
fly.
of our landing.
I'll scavenge you, Barry.
Even fixing
Just
the
like Aaron
engines.
Prime.
I want you to know that I appreciate all you've done. You obviously risked a lot to rescue me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Though, of course, the rescue isn't quite over yet. I know you have more questions than answers, but we should really keep moving. I promise I'll tell you everything I can as soon as we're safe.
So Lana was with you in the whole prologue 5 years before.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, probably gonna leave it here.
Yeah.
Thank you for attending Insomniac Star Wars Episode 2.
Tired, late.
It is 3:30 our time.
Alright. First vote. Switch back over to my stream. Yeah, so that's it for me tonight. I know it's only an hour and 8 minutes.
It's not the longest stream, but hey.
Longest stream, but hey.
We're all tired.
Insomniac Star